Today we got a huge new update in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that introduced a bunch of new features and upgrades, but most importantly, introduced 3 new DLC weapons. Now obviously DLC weapons are a very controversial subject in this community, and a lot of us don't really like how they've been implemented as of recent past, but I honestly feel like Infinity Ward has done a pretty good job with this update. The first weapon we have is right here. It's the RVN Assault Rifle. Now, this thing is automatically unlocked for anybody with the Season Pass. If you have the Season Pass, it's already there for you. If you don't have the Season Pass, you can unlock it directly through a challenge. Next up, we've got the UDM Pistol Secondary, which is also unlocked directly through a challenge. Finally, we've got the Axe melee weapon, and this one's a little bit different than the other two. You guys can see it's only available through supply drops. That's the only way to unlock it, which I don't like. But I guess if it's any consolation, this is the one weapon that doesn't vary stats, you know what I mean? Like, there's no difference to having this versus having a combat knife. So I guess if you're going to choose one of these things to only be available through supply drops, that's the best one they could have done. I definitely want to check out this RV in here. Look at this thing. 2-round burst, auto-fire energy rifle. Hold triangle to split the rifle into melee mode for faster movement and one-hit kills. This thing sounds crazy. Oh wow, look at this thing, guys. It's even got its own little sight here. It's not just a straight-up iron sight. So it shoots in 2-round bursts. You can flip it open and wow, look at that. It's almost like defibs or something like that. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Well, as much as it pains me to say it, and it doesn't actually pain me to say it, it makes me really happy, I think Infinity Ward did a really good job with this update and how they introduced these weapons. Now, at the risk, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite here, because I know I made a video a couple weeks ago talking about how I didn't really like the game that much, and honestly, it's not so much about the gameplay. Like, yeah, the gameplay feels a little bit stale. I'm going to try to use these things right here. Woo! What's up, Playboy? Let's go. Yeah, the gameplay feels a little bit stale, almost feels like a reboot of the old, you know, Black Ops 3 movement system and stuff like that. Like, I'm ready to go back to the past. I definitely am. But it's not like it's a bad game in terms of gameplay. What upsets me the most about this game is their lack of finishing it. Like, it feels like an incomplete game, and it feels like they are slapping as much into DLC to get you to buy supply drops as possible. So, like, they made a game that wasn't finished, and then they're just like, well, give us all your money anyway. That's my big problem with it. And the fact that they introduced these weapons like they did is really interesting, because that's a completely different mentality. The problem is that DLC weapons are here to stay. So if you guys remember the Q4 conference call from a couple weeks ago when they announced that COD 2017 was going to be boots on the ground, they also announced they made some over $3 billion off of DLC and micro content and stuff like that this past year. So there is no way in the world that they will ever give that stuff up. There's no way that we as a community can expect them to one day wake up and be like, oh yeah, we're not going to take that money, because it's not going to happen. But what we can hope for is that they'll decide to offer that type of DLC in fair ways. The way that Infinity Ward has offered this content through allowing us to get it through the Season Pass or even through challenges is something that we just straight up haven't seen before. Like, we didn't even have stuff like that in Black Ops 3. Oh my gosh, it got crazy out there. But yeah, I mean, like, although it sucks, and I really wish we could go back to the old days of Call of Duty where it was simple and there weren't all these, you know, crazy weapon variants and stuff like that. That stuff's not changing. So we should be celebrating that they're kind of almost meeting us halfway. And if we could have this for every Call of Duty going forward, I think there'd be a much better understanding between the developers and the community, because the community wouldn't feel quite as shafted, and the developers are still gonna make more money. So in summary, please don't think that I'm defending supply drops or DLC weapons or anything of the like, because I'm definitely not. I'm just saying that if these things are going to be in the game, and trust me, they will, then it's much better to have them introduced in ways like this, where the community doesn't feel like we're being taken out to pasture and milked for every dollar that we have, like Bessie the cow. Also, this RBN is a beast, and you guys should definitely check it out. I'm excited to check out the UDM as well. I've got to work on that challenge to be able to unlock it. So anyway, there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you guys would like to see some gameplay from the new UDM pistol or the axe, let me know and I can make that happen. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.